putting that thing on that frame. And then the 38, I'm doing a bunch of brake lines for this and the other truck. Just got these all finished up, built the brackets and the mounts and everything, and got those mounts all built, whatever. Brake lines built. Look how trashed the shop is. It's a mess. Me and David have been working long hours, building gas tank brackets and doing all this kind of stuff, and brake lines for days, and broke my brake line deal, so I had to fix it. Ugh. Hey guys, welcome to Outlaw Edge. So the other day we were making brake lines, and I'm just trying to finish up this and another truck that we're doing in the shop. But we built some brackets and then we started building brake lines. But I've had this brake line flaring kit for years, and this one here, well, this was my first one. I had this since I was a kid, so it's, you can tell this is the older one. It only has the one arm here, or the one, I call them air cleaner nuts, but you know what I'm talking about. So this one I had forever, and and then this one, it's kind of a pain in the ass. What I'll do is I'll set it up and I'll show you the problem with it. But I also wanted to thank 162 Customizing on YouTube for sending me the stickers. I really appreciate it, brother. Those will be going on the toolbox. Thank you so much, and I'll be sending the stickers out to you also. You got an awesome channel. If you guys haven't checked out 162 Customizing on YouTube, Jeff is an awesome guy. Really good dude. Thanks, brother. So one of the major problems that I have with this, when you're trying to use the brake line flaring tool, is you pull it apart here, you stick the brake line up through here, and you can see that the 3/16 right there, that's the one that I use the most. And then I have a double flaring kit tool from Napa. If you guys are interested in getting one of these, it's number 41594, and that's the Napa number for this kit. And it comes with all the flaring ends. And I just keep them in this little fishing tackle box just so I don't lose them. But this setup here, like I said, I've had it for years, and every single time I go to do this, I end up catching my thumbnail and ripping it off, because you gotta tighten this so damn tight to hold the brake line in. If not, when you take your flare tool and you put it over the top of this, and as soon as it starts to push down, it ends up pushing that brake line down through the tool. And then you can't get these tight enough, so then I end up using a wrench like this, or I'll flip it around. Kind of hard to do while you're filming, like this, and I'm trying to spin it, and that wrench always hits right here. And then every time you go to flare this and you have it on the in the vise, you know it's tight now, but you go to flare this and you're pushing down, this goes like this and it just comes down, and it drives you crazy. So I'll show you guys what I came up with. So I just TIG welded this, and then I'll just clean it up real quick. Not the prettiest of weld. I didn't realize this was coated with galvanized when I started welding it. And that's the thing, you got to be careful with galvanized because of the fumes. But it didn't weld so well, but it'll do the job. So now I'll go ahead and put it back in the vise. Now with that bracket welded across there, it has a stop, and it's just a simple modification. Drop it in the vise, tighten it up, and now you don't have to worry about that coming down, you know, when you're pushing on here, because it locks it in there. It can't drop down on that vise. And then the next step that I did is I took these damn wing nuts off, and I took two 5/16 fine thread nuts. And before, what was going on is it would take me forever to loosen this enough to get that brake line in these holes and then tighten them up. And you'd have to do it by hand, and you kept ripping your thumbnail off. So now I grabbed my impact with a 1/2 inch socket. And it's super fast. And then I can, you know, flare the end of the line, and then as soon as I'm done flaring the end of the line, take them right back off. Way easier. Just a quick modification or whatever, but it worked out great. Whoa, sorry about the crappy camera work. Come on. But anyways, I'm gonna cut the video short. I'm gonna get back after it. Doing little modifications like this instead of dinking around with stuff, it'll help your job as far as you know, pumping work out faster. You know, if it's something like yesterday, it took me like probably 35 minutes to make a brake line, and I got so pissed off that when I left the shop last night, I said I'm gonna just go ahead and finish this today, do this project that I've been wanting to do for a long time. And like I said, I've been wanting to do this for years. So I went ahead and did it this morning and got it taken care of. And then that way, now when I go to do the rest of these brake lines, it'll probably take me 2 minutes of brake line, because that's literally how fast you can do them if you're set up for it, you know. But don't be afraid to modify your tools, you know. A lot of times I see guys, they just keep, one of the biggest like things that drives me crazy is when I see a guy using a vise, and he's got a vise clamped to a workbench, and he's chasing the workbench around the shop or something because it's not bolted down and it's not sturdy, and it's just, it drives me crazy. But it's those things like that, you know, take the extra time, because it's also a safety. Like I said, I kept ripping my thumbnail off every time I do that with those wing nuts. Well, if it's something that's gonna be a safety issue in your shop, take the extra time to fix it and do it right. And then as far as you know, little modifications or whatever, you know, it only takes a few minutes, and if it saves you a lot of time, time is money, you know what I mean. But anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully I didn't bore you guys on this video, but please go check out our other channels. That's Iron Outlaw on YouTube, Iron Horse Garage on YouTube, and NZ Mopar Outlaw Customs on YouTube. Thanks for watching. Later.